every team fight, when there's a bite happening or a Pangolier roll, this is when LGD need to get something done. Because if not that, they lose. This is like their main team fighting tools.
And now we're about to start the game, and we're going to have an interview with the coach of Team Spirit.Silent, along with Sumi.
Thank you very much, AUI. I'm here with Team Spirit's coach, Silent. Silent, we are in the grand finals.
Yes.
This is where everything comes out, right? All the strats will come out. Did you prepare anything specifically for PSG.LGD, or are you going for comfort?
Honestly, we didn't prepare anything because we wasn't have enough time. We was preparing for Team Secret, so we're just gonna play and having fun.
All right, so you're just aiming to play the game. Did you have anything specific in mind with this draft?
Not really. We was looking into their heroes and was trying to counter-pick them.
All right, well...
It's going to be important to get the rune. Like, whoever gets the first power rune of the game is going to kind of get to decide what happens. You get your bottle refilled, but you also have the ability to make a rotation as Mira.
Could be in a bit of trouble here. We'll try and hold back the bear with the Hex. He's got the stick charges, but he's getting run down here by Arme. One more hit will do it. Can he close the gap? He can't. Oh, stun misses. That's going to cost him his life. Not the start there that Mira was hoping to have here in the grand finals. A whiffed ability, and that'll give up first blood to PSG.LGD.
Yep, here we go. First fight for the runes. Where is it going to spawn, top or bottom?
Let's have a look. It is going to be down bottom, and it is a DD. It's going to go straight into the bottle of Toronto Tokyo, so a very nice room for it to fight with, but already up top, Spirit, they'll lose Mira.
Yeah, it's a DD Toronto Tokyo though. Let's see how he can respond back with it, because now you have a Pangolier with low mana, and he's going to be aware of it, so...
Space is there, down bottom, Faith Beyond continues to push. The tier 1 to fall already here on Spirit's side of the map.
Yeah, I think this is the most shocking part of this early game, because I expected the Lycan kind of get zoned out by the Naga, and the Naga Illusions would defend them, but...
Let's see if they can get Army. They've got 4 heroes working on him right now.
There's a Ravage.
He has the ult up, he's on the retreat up to the high ground, but they'll be able to get in front of him, close off his escape. Spirit will finally be able to claim their first kill here in the first 10 minutes. Getting
250 health on a hero that has 1,000 HP is like a lot more than it is on a hero that has 3,000 HP. So if you hit these heal item timings early into the game, that really enables you. And they've given Xingqiu the top lane to sit here and farm comfortably.
See down bottom, Wang, quite a dangerous position here. The side of the jungle had seen Spirit in Toronto Tokyo will be quick to put a stop to it.
Naga Siren also closing in on the Manta, and we'll fight duration and then try to fight them afterwards.
I think we're definitely going to see Yatoro start to increase the lead against Arme. Bottom lane White, he'll drop the Static Storm, trying to save himself, but collapsing. Maposhka will run him down, take him out. Faith Beyond, he's looking to get involved in this with the backup of Nothing to Say being brought over by Xingqiu. They will get Maposhka. Can the 3 of them get collapsed? They're trying to commit their best onto him. They will leave the 2 cores behind here. Xingqiu trying to let Nothing to Say and Faith Beyond finish the job, but they just can't. The damage isn't there. Toronto Tokyo is also starting to sweep over, so PSG.LGD, they have to back up and just accept the trade as it is.
He's crazy farm.
This is, I mean, Yatoro, it really has been eyes on him throughout the whole tournament and performance of Spirit. Top lane setups there with a net. That's the mid gone. Nothing to Say going down. Yatoro, instant song TP as he knows the response will be there from PSG.LGD. Gets out. They cannot catch him. Yatoro will continue to farm.
Yeah, this is a really important kill, but by forcing the Naga Siren to TP out, LGD now have the option of potentially taking back control of their jungle. So this is going to be their objective for the next minute here. As you see, they're going to try to contest this Tidehunter. They know the Naga Siren is not present.
See what they can do about Collapse. Jump already in onto the Disruptor. They're looking to burst. Collapse, he's holding on to the Ravage for now. Static Storm's down. Collapse gets himself out of the side of the Ravage. Onto the 2 of them. They blow up Arme. It's 3 dead at the moment on PSG.LGD. IO also caught out. Xingqiu to fall.
That's absolutely massive.
My goodness.
Team Spirit's so aware of everything. They know that this is what LGD wants to do. The Naga TP'd out, they're going to come contest us. They position their heroes perfectly. You see the kinetic field come out, but there's no Static Storm to follow up because you have the Lion in position to interrupt that. It's just Spirit are playing so well right now. They're just recognizing where LGD's timings are.
It just seems like already, just in the first 18 minutes of this game 1 of the grand finals, Team Spirit, they're just completely in the heads of PSG.LGD. The way that PSG.LGD wanted to play, it's just not happening. They're crumbling, they're falling apart. And Yatoro, he's just going to continue the glory. Mid lane, the setups there onto the Pango. Nothing to Say goes down. Another kill for this Naga Siren. I do not know or see how on earth PSG.LGD is going to stop this man this game.
He's getting out of control.
Now, Arme, he's going to sneak into the row, start to try and take it out here.
Yeah, for the first time in this game, they've been allowed to take back the Dire jungle and try to apply some pressure to Roche. So I expect Team Spirit also recognize that, you know what, we've given up the Dire jungle. What would LGD do with that? Well, they would go to Roshan. So
See Spirit, check this out. Army's going to slow it down a little bit. The Spirit's coming in. They know that they know. Stop in. Onto the IO. They're going to lead in. There's the jump straight away. They're looking to burst through the IO. And the ranges to fall into the hands of Army. Army's able to get the Roche kill, get the Aegis. They get the static storm down. The Rolling Thunder has won in control. Toronto Tokyo. But he's out with an Astral Step. Toronto Tokyo actually makes it out of there. Dissimulate as well. PSG.LGD may have got the Roche. They may have got the Aegis. Toronto Tokyo will still go down as Faith Beyond was able to wrap around and find him.
yeah, really nice play there from LGD. What an unfortunate event there for Xingqiu. He gets pulled into the Roche pit. You really want to stay outside with a tether, but stay tethered to Ame, but he takes one step too close, and then the Wisp comes inside the Roche pit all the tournament. But you know LGD's done their homework.
They're going to spot Collapse around. Glimpse back with Blinks there. Collapse breaks the combo, the setup. Instantly going to go for the TP out. If they got anything to put a stop to it, they do. Straight away, they're able to get the setup onto Collapse. He'll look to run, but the damage is done. PSG.LGD, they catch and kill off the Tide.
Yeah, and this is a result, right, of Team Spirit has been in...
Again around the bottom tier 2. See if they find the setup. They've got the Hex. They're going to look to jump in. Static Storm's going to be put down from Y. Stops the backup coming in. Still though, is it the burst enough? It is. They take down Arme. That burn for the Bloodthorn, it's enough to send the Bear back to base.
That's an absolutely massive kill. And I think Xingqiu felt like he could keep him alive. There was no relocate out. So next team fight, here's the tricky part. Do you relocate Ame out as soon as he gets hexed? Because Spirit has now proven to you that we have the abilities to burst your heroes. That's why he's also in trouble.
There should be another one. It's definitely another one, Yatoro. Target to target and over towards the mid. The BKB having to be popped by nothing to say. See if Yatoro's got the setup. He has. There's the initial route. See if they've got any further follow-up here. The relocate, they'll take him out. They've got to keep nothing to say safe. Yeah. Get him away from Team Spirit. As Team Spirit, they're pushing down the mid onto another tier 2 tower.
Nice play by Faith Beyond. Tanks that Aether Remnant with one of his wolves. But Team Spirit, they're doing this so smart, right? We heard the draft panel touch on it. Fighting 5 versus 5 is not really where they're strong. They want to delay this game, keep finding these pickups, try to find these opportunities.
It's going to be around the point where PSG.LGD are going to be checking out that Roche pit, looking for the respawn. Spirit, they're heading over to try and do something about the presence. They're going to jump straight in on the Xingqiu, burst with the finger. As the IO goes down, no buyback. Xingqiu cannot get back into this fight. Nothing to say, has to roll out with the Thunder.
So this is huge, right? Both Lycanform was committed, as well as the Pangolier roll. So if the Roshan spawns, which it does, this is free Roshan for Team Spirit. And remember how much we talked about how badly you want this for LGD. It doesn't even matter if the Sagas comes to use for Yatoro, they just want to make sure that PSG.LGD doesn't get it. And this is the only shard, Aghanim shard, that has dropped from Roshan throughout the entire game. So that's 1,400 gold that now Ame is going to have to spend for himself.
I mean, it just goes to show how solid of a position that Spirit are in, where just a couple of ults expired by PSG.LGD and a dead IO, and suddenly the rest of the lineup, they cannot do anything about Spirit taking the Roche. Contin has to be immaculate.
Yeah, they're scouting with the wolves. They're getting the info they want.
They're looking to try and start to collapse, but Collapse is able to blink away from the lead-in. They'll turn their attention over towards Yatoro, but with the instead looks to hold him back. Nothing to say, is able to get out of it. As they'll get the Static Storm set up onto the Naga Siren, but the illusions, they're just forcing back Y. Swashbuckle's going to miss. I mean, Yatoro's barely been scratched. He's back up to full HP. PSG.LGD, they're able to run back to base, but Collapse, he's in with the Ravage onto the two of them. Silence down onto Ame, pop the BKB, turn towards Toronto Tokyo, but they cannot stay for this fight. They've got to get back to the high ground, back to the base, as PSG.LGD have to charge back to the safety of their high ground as quickly as they head out. Collapse. He's going to look for the setup here outside of the base. Another BKB force. Faith Beyond trying to head back to the safety of his teammates. The ensnare locks him down. The illusion's starting to go to work. Remnant left in the position. They drag it back with a split into the finger. My goodness, the Lycan gets absolutely destroyed. And Toronto Tokyo's not done. Diving up to the tier 4s, committing with the dissimulate. He's trying to go for Xingqiu. Will die underneath the towers, but he's got the Aegis. He's ready for round 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the micro decision making from Team Spirit is so beautiful to watch. I think every time a hero pops BKB, within half a second, there's a Naga net flying at it. And in the fight, you saw Ame pop BKB to try to man up and fight. And then the net comes, immediately he has to pop his ultimate. He can't use the Enrage the way he wants to. He's forced to use it defensively all the time just to break the net, just to be able to stick on top of the targets.
Just trying to clear out these illusions now. It seems all but impossible. The Reacts dying, the melee Reacts will fall. They get the jump on Yatoro, but they've already lost White at the start of the action. BKB from Ame, he's trying to stay on target, but Yatoro is able to sing their way back to safety. And now he's ready to go back in. The song ends, Toronto, Tokyo, BKB up, jump over with the Remnant, grabs back the Ursa. Ame disappears in a matter of seconds. GG to fall as well. GG is called. And my goodness, what a buttery smooth start to the grand finals here for Team Spirit.
Oh,
They couldn't have played this any better, Aiden. This is how you dream of entering a grand finals at the International.
Yes, absolutely. Everything they're doing, they're firing on all cylinders. Their macro understanding of the game, how LGD might try to sneak out of base, they're in position to cover it. And then once that fight happens, they're immediately ready to respond in the right way.
I mean, that was incredible. Yatoro turning up, doing it again. Another hero, and it looks like it's a performance that's on top of the world.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Yatoro, I mean, we all talked about Collapse so much throughout this tournament, but we gotta give Yatoro the praise he deserves. His hero pool is so wide, it's just allowing Spirit to constantly have these win conditions over their opponents.
And it really is, just not the fact that he himself is so